So in this new chapter of One Piece, we discovered a lot of new information. And from the first pages, we can discover that Sol is still trying to fight that God's Knight that's called Summers. Hopefully he does not die from this whole altercation, because we did not make this whole journey all the way to Elbaf and for Robin to discover that Sol is still alive so that he dies in this way. It felt just kind of trashed in a way. But throughout this fight, what we can see that Robin and Chopper are still hiding in Sol's hair so that they don't go into a direct confrontation with that God's Knight. And from what Sol is actually saying, he's actually saying that he already met this God's Knight before, which is a super interesting information to know, because now we're interested in knowing when did he actually meet that God's Knight? When was that meeting in time happening? And from there, we can notice that Gonko, the second God's Knight, is still trying to defeat the Straw Hats, and basically she completely disregards Brook, because everybody believed that since Gonko was listening to Brook's music, she's gonna be kind of a super fan to Brook or something. And basically it was two choices: either she will become a super fan of him and she would maybe side with Brook in a weird way, or she's gonna take Brook and make him become, like, you know, a hummingbird that sings you the songs that you would like sometimes to hear, and Brook would become like that hummingbird or something for Gunko. And from the looks of it, it looks like what she's saying: your life will be devoted to making music for me, you belong to me. So basically she's probably more into that second option. And from there, even Brook is stating one more time that his loyalty is only to the Straw Hats and to Straw Hat Luffy and no one else, and that got him kicked in the face by Gunko. So on that one, now I'm guessing that everybody knows how Gunko is truly feeling about Brook, and maybe she will have a change of heart or something, but from the looks of it, we don't think so. From there, in the rest of the chapter, we can also see that the monsters that are from Children's Dream are still here, and the giants are still trying to fight them so that they can win against them and go back to normal in a way. But through it all, now we can see that Summers, with the help of what's his name again, that little God's Knight that looks like a dragon, forgot his name right now. With his help, now they're able to transmit their intentions towards the giants. And basically what they're trying to tell the giants is that they actually kidnapped some of the kids so that they can bring them to Marijoa, just so that they can make the giants mercenaries to the God's Knight and the government, and by extension Imsama. And so if the God's Knights actually go through with their plans and succeed, they're planning for the giants to actually become the mercenaries, so that in the future war they will help fight Luffy, or, you know, the sun god, which is not going to be happening, I believe, because Luffy on his side already has Hajrudin, which I believe he will become probably the next king of Elbaf. And on the other perspective, he's already making friends with Loki. And from the sculpture that everybody saw on Elbaf already and everything, Loki is probably gonna be on the side of Luffy, just as well as all the other giants. And the government, if they keep on doing shady shit like this to the giants, I don't see no real alliance with the giants and the God's Knights, for example. If they are actually trying to make them this way, not saying that's gonna work, but that's not gonna work. And plus everything that's happening now, Gunko has successfully got Colin, which is the son of Scoper Gaban, which, you know, Scoper Gaban, he was in the same pirate ship as the old pirate king, you know. So he should not be taken lightly, and hopefully he will come and save his son with his mom as soon as possible, like probably in the next chapter or so. But from there, we also noticed that the new the giant pirates, Dogi and Bragi, and all of his ship, they kind of crashed on the ground because of technical difficulties with the ship. And from there, everybody was afraid that something bad really happened to them, but not that much. Like, they're still giants, they're still super strong, they still can take care of themselves and everything. So yes, and from there we also get a whole map of the tree branch where everybody is and where everything is taking place. And from there we can actually see more into how everything is made and how the route is gonna be and what they need to do in the matter of when they need to save those little kids. And from there you also have a close shot on some of the kids. And one thing you notice with the kids is that two of them, or at least from what I can count, have horns. So that gene of the ancient giant, just like Oz was back then, like 500 years ago or something like that gene is still present in the new giant nowadays. So all they need to do is start fighting at some point. And from there, for the rest of the whole chapter, we just get what's going on in this situation. Like, nothing important or nothing major is going on. It's just a transmission of information in between the gods, knights, the giants, and then the giants realizing what's happening and all of that. So in a way, it feels more like a transitional chapter where it's leading us to more information than later. But at least towards the end of the chapter, we get a very nice shot of a very crazy combo where we get Scoper-Gaban on one side and then Robin on the other side, where they both gotta protect what truly matters to them, which means for Scoper-Gaban, his son Colin, and for Robin, she doesn't want to see Sol dying this way right in front of her eyes, trying to protect her. So now I feel like it's her role to, protect him now. Middelfruit. So hopefully on that one, guys, this was the latest review of One Piece chapter 1147. Hopefully you liked this little description of what kind of happened throughout the whole chapter, so that you have an idea of what is actually going on in the chapters in probably in a year or so into the anime. And all I can say is that a lot of stuff is happening in the chapters right now. A lot of stuff is happening in the whole story. Like, we're getting so much information, one information after the other, because now we're getting super close to the end. And that's why I wanted to actually open up my own YouTube account with my own YouTube channel talking about One Piece, because One Piece deserves to be talked, and this is the channel where we're gonna be talking about it throughout the whole ending of One Piece. Your boy is gonna be here right with you, don't worry. And on that note, guys, please like this video, it's very important. Subscribe to my new channel right here, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.